Do police body cameras increase law enforcement accountability? Imagine walking down the street and seeing a police officer with a small camera clipped to their uniform. You might wonder if this little device really makes a difference. Well, it turns out that body cameras are more than just a gadget. They could change how police and the public interact. But do they actually make law enforcement more responsible? That's what we're here to find out. Research shows that when police wear body cameras, complaints against officers tend to go down. For example, studies from cities like Phoenix and Las Vegas found a noticeable drop in citizen complaints after officers started using cameras. One study from the University of Chicago Crime Lab showed a 17% decrease in complaints and a 10% drop in use of force incidents. That suggests cameras can help police behave better and prevent conflicts from escalating. The reason might be the observer effect, which means people act differently when they know they are being watched. When officers and civilians know they are on camera, they tend to stay calmer and stick to the rules. Cameras also give clear, unbiased evidence of what happened during an incident. Over 90% of prosecutors in places with body cameras have used footage to prosecute suspects, and some have used it to hold officers accountable for misconduct. That makes it easier to see what really went down and decide if someone broke the law. But it's not all perfect. Not every police department uses body cameras fully. Some only have them in certain areas or situations. As of 2020, only about half of all general-purpose police departments had adopted body cameras, even though larger departments almost all used them. Access to footage can also be a problem. Citizens and journalists often have to file open records requests and wait months to see the videos. Some departments, like Seattle Police, post footage online, which helps the public see what officers are doing. When footage is kept hidden, it's harder for the public to hold police accountable. Another issue is how policies are set. If officers are allowed to review footage before writing reports, they might change their statements to match what the video shows. This can weaken accountability. Also, if officers can turn cameras on and off at will or choose when to record, important moments might go unrecorded. This creates gaps in the record and makes it harder to judge police conduct fairly. There are also concerns about privacy and surveillance. When officers wear cameras all day, they record a lot of people's private moments. This can be especially troubling in neighborhoods that are already heavily policed. The footage can become a tool for monitoring communities rather than just holding police accountable. In the end, body cameras can help reduce complaints and provide evidence that supports fair policing. But they are not a magic fix. Their impact depends on how departments use them. Clear policies, transparency, and consistent use are key. Without those, cameras might be more about watching civilians than making officers more responsible. So, while body cameras have the potential to improve accountability, their true power depends on the rules and practices that surround their use.